Hello, Sugar Scout Mom. I got my Philmont gear on. Philmont Mom shirt, Philmont hat. I'm going to talk about crew leader and the other leader positions that they have at Philmont for the youth. There's crew leader, chaplain's aide, and the nature guia, which I had trouble trying to remember the guia part through the whole trail. It was funny. It wasn't towards the end where I finally got that correct. When you get to Philmont and during the check-in process, all three of those leadership positions are divided up and they are sent off to their own groups to get information on how to be a good crew leader, how to be a good chaplain's aide, and how to be a good wilderness guia. Wilderness Pledge Guia is the name of it. That one, for some reason, I always just had a hard time with. The Wilderness Pledge Guia will get a form and some paperwork that they will need to go over with the crew. Part of that is making sure that the crew follows the leave no trace. Another fun part that Philmont does is if you have any package or something that you're opening, let's say a package of fruit snacks, and you rip off the top part of it and you end up having two pieces. So you got the bag and then the top part that you rip off. If you do that, then you have to go find a tree and hug it and say, "I love the tree fairies." It was quite fun for our crew finding, making sure everybody that upheld that part of the Wilderness Pledge. A scout is reverent, one of the points of the law. And so even though in scouting they don't recognize any one denomination, it's whatever your beliefs are, Philmont does encourage the scouts to participate, at least for the Arrowhead Patch, 3 services of some kind while you're on the trail. The chaplain's aide will be given a Eagle Soaring High book, and in here is a bunch of different inspirational stuff. It's more inspirational than you're not going to feel like you're going to your church. It's an uplifting, inspirational type of thing. Very short, that the chaplain aide goes over with everybody. The chaplain aide is also responsible for doing rose, thorn, and buds while on the trail. Rose, bud, and thorn is an extremely important part of your Philmont experience. Make sure that your chaplain's aide goes over this each night with your crew. It will help with finding out if there's anything that's going on, what's working, what's not working. Highly encouraged to make sure that that happens every single night. Last but not least, crew leader. The crew leader is the person that is in charge of all the decision making. As soon as you step on Philmont, they're the ones that take over. They sign your crew in, they go through logistics, they're the ones that help plan out the trail, a whole bunch of stuff. When you sign up for a trek, you're going to be given a Philmont guidebook to adventure. Read this book. It has lots and lots of really good information. Have every one of your crew members read it, especially your crew leader. An important thing you're going to want to make sure you have ahead of time is an overall map. Your crew leader is going to need this. When he or she gets checked in, they're going to, part of the process is going to be taking your overall map and going through each one of your days and what you're going to be doing. They'll mark on there whether it's a dry camp, if it is a staffed camp or a not staffed camp. That's what the triangle in the square means. And what days that you're going to be there. Like this is day 2, this is day 3 and 4. You're also going to want a sectional map. This is a south sectional. So you can see Here is Heck Meadow and Clark's Fork, very small space. Not a lot of detail. Over here, you can see better where the trails are, the elevation gain, loss, things like that. So important thing, overall map and a sectional map. We had to get both the south and the north one because we were going in both the north and the south. You can get these maps online at the Tooth of Time Traders store. I'll put a link in the description for their website. I live in Arkansas and it took about 4 to 5 days for them to get to me. Here you can see the overall map, south sectional, north sectional. So if your trek's in this part, get south. If it's in this part, get the north. Or if it's in both, get a south and a north. Here is another thing that is on the Philmont website. Make sure to print off and fill out ahead of time. It is the duty roster. They are going to want you to fill this out while you're at Philmont, and if you have it done ahead of time, that will be very helpful. You don't really need anything for day 1. Day 2, you're going to be on the trail. Day 1, you're in camp all day. Day 2 is when you're going to head out on the trail. So you'll want to start putting your list together from day 2. Day 12, this is for day 12 trek. You're going to be coming off the trek either by breakfast or lunchtime, so you really don't need anything for cooking, because cooking usually only happens at dinner. My son was the crew leader, so that meant he had lots of important papers he had to hold on to. I got him one of these Sea-Line sealable water protector bags, map protector bags that you can get. I got it at Moose Jaw. It was a lot of help. These little hooks were helpful. He just carabined, he folded it in half and carabined it to his belt loop, and he was able to carry around all the pertinent papers that he needed for the whole trek. When the crew leader checks in, he's going to get a crew leader's copy. This is your itinerary. It has everything that you are planned to do on your trek. All your information. This is all the food pickups, all your food pickup information. These, if it's blue, that means that it is a dry camp. There's no water. If it is yellow, that means it is not a staff camp. Red is staff camp. Yellow is just a trail camp. And it has the information over here. So it lets you know all the information you need to know about your trek. We ended up getting 2 because our itinerary had to change. We had a member that got COVID, and so we had to go off trail for a couple days. And our itinerary had to change because of that. Your crew leader will check you in. He or she will go to logistics. You'll get food dropped off if you have any dietary needs. Me and my son, we had gluten-free, so I had to drop off all those bags and get them sorted. Then after that, you will go over to where the equipment is. And if you need any equipment like tents, dining fly, cooking pots, any of this other stuff, then you are going to get that picked up. Once you figure out what you need, you're going to get this blue card, which shows you the number of what you took out. You are going to need each one of these things. So if you don't have them, you need to make sure to get it from Philmont. These papers are another important thing to hold on to. For your crew leader, you're going to need these at the end when you return your equipment. Another important pieces of paper, depending on if we did a south and north, so we got a south plan and we got a north plan, is the fire guard plan. This is what to do in case of an emergency, where to go, where to evacuate, inside, gives you the camp, it tells you where to go, tells you all the information you need to know so that you can make sure you have a safe trek. Don't lose these papers. These were papers that also went into the waterproof bag. Another thing you will get when you check into Philmont is a passport journal. These are fun little booklets you can write in. You can see my son journaled some, and get stamps in. Every place that has is a staff camp, you can get stamps. You can also get stamps in base camp. At the different spots in base camp. See, security. So it's a fun thing to do when you're out on the trail, and then when you're back at base camp, go around and get as many stamps as you can in your passport journal so you can remember where you were. At the end of your trek, when you get back into base camp, they're going to give you an expedition checkout list. You'll need to go through each one of these things, each of these places, and have them checked off. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps your crew be able to know a little bit more what to expect for the crew leader, the chaplain's aide, and for the Nature Pledge Guia. Got it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Thank you for watching. Bye.
What are you going to do? Just hang from it?
No, I gotta do a pull-up.
I got to. The Ranger pull up. With your pack?
Yeah.
Wow. Stop.
So whenever your crew is ready, I can take it down.
Yeah,
Looks like they are ready.
you got right where I was.